Posición, posicionado. Pon... En portugués es muy bueno, ¿eh?
Matching hundreds. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The numbers on Moss from last week's game. 9 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
Gets through, and now an opening. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
His
¿Qué dicen?
Some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, boom,
De Yu-Gi-Oh.
and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Week 2, he was electric.
Un game.
3 has in store.
¿Sabes? Vean videos de asiáticas comiendo, güey. De esas que se comen una mesa completa acá. Sí, son re flacas. Muy buenos videos esos.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
El Fede Lobo abriendo la NES.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
O abriendo la PlayStation 1 también.
3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
Mi pija es de coleccionista, ¿me la quieres ver?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Elliott running right. And he is met quickly in the
O descarguen Tinder y pidan fotopollas.
like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Days
Because
gone.
if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Prescott down. So left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big 30-yard play on third.
Tranquilos, muchachos.
We love our jobs. And pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out.
Pongo, me salió un anuncio de mierda de un charter, anuncio de Virginia, anuncio de cáncer de piel, ahora sí, 0-0.
Qué mal.
For the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A look at the Buccaneers starters now on defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 6 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain
Como el doble del juego, triple.
And he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Epicardo.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Epic
They'll be
good.
taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one.
Que es tan épico.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes it to Evans. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Ay, qué cosa.
The season, and the Bucs have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
¿Tú crees?
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
5-4, 5-4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an punt, downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's good for 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. And the Buccaneer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that.
Mi parecer es un estúpido.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Ponerle pause.
I want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Ponerle causa.
This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the counter, Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Again, it's Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackle. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
We gonna shut y'all down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And mira, en todos los sistemas operativos que creo que deben vivir. Todo que tenga
Calls
cambio.
it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
Puede tener virus.
Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon.
Freezer como un refri.
1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's Freezer.
Got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Draw play, Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
False start, offense.
Joder, que estoy moviendo la cámara y no me sale nada.
Playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Prescott from the gun. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this.
Don't throw.
And I think all you say to your guys
El baile del troleo.
is just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and you'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Cushicious.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
No digas mamá, güey.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on first down. Michael Gallup, that's what he was looking for, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds Hopkins complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Sexo.
Back as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after cash, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Cyberman for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Bradley. Tiene una línea en medio.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. On first down, it's Moss, and fights through one man. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,
Diversión con banderas.
number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong whenever you
El
call
Toluca va perdiendo.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons.
Son los que son boomerang. Los avientas y regresan.
No, son los del Epur de él. Entonces mi papá es un boomer, boludo.
Lo tiraron y regresó.
Lo tiraron para la basura, ¿o qué? No, todos contra mí.
La Super Slim. Chúpame la pija, ¿cuánta Super Slim hay?
Sandro, ¿conoces Ligma?
No, este la dejo. Cállate, cállate, cállate.
Cállamela. Ah, fuck. Oh, ¿dónde está el
Mi
equipo?
pija está bien grande.
Le gusta grande, vi.
Si no me la cortara.
Chicos, frase para reflexionar. O mueres como un héroe o vives lo suficiente para comprender que una luz prendida es una luz que no está apagada. No sé yo.
Lo que te digo, pues. Es lo que te vengo diciendo ahorita, pues.
Chúpame el coco, cabrón.
Es lo que te voy a decir.
Dilo da puta.
¿Para qué lo ves? Quítalo, quítalo. ¡Siu! ¿Qué clase de tutorial ven?
Oh, no puede ser, todos contra mí.
Un clásico.
Yo cuando balacé al Sandro, un clásico.
Terrible.
O sea, pasa en el Apex y en la vida real. Tremenda referencia forzada.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. With that, let's get up to Atlanta. We're standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of
Una
the
canción
tunnel.
del Michael
These folks are
Sexo.
fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta
Tampa Bay
Falcons.
Buccaneers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October.
Tampa
and
Bay
off we go
Buccaneers.
on EA Sports.
No va a haber regreso, Buccaneers.
So out come the
Pero
Bucs now
cómo,
for their first
pero
drive.
cómo.
And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today,
Pero cómo, no me lo
the things every
diga.
quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off,
Ready,
however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership.
Zibri,
That's what he's
zibri,
trying to
zibri.
accomplish.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards. So the field flips here as he'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Hay que patearlos, hay que patearlos.
Football for the first time. They'll have Matt Ryan calling the shots, the former MVP and 3rd overall pick.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No, 2 touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Ryan now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
Que pillo. Pajarillos a violar cuando acaban de nacer. Su colita de mover. Pío, 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 pío.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62.
Pajarillos a volar cuando acaban de nacer. Su colita de mover. Pío, 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 pío.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions.
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, Sandro. Sandro.
¿Qué?
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after.
A ver, dilo otra vez porque no estoy ni verga.
Que el título que le pusiste al Regresan calienta bancas. Así le decíamos a un compa.
¿Por qué?
Porque calienta las bancas cuando le toca práctica de
No, man.
básquetbol.
Se le queda sentado.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't
have
have thrown
Emphatic.
that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Chupámela 13 minutos, está bien.
From the 27th, Ryan's got Hooper on the short connection. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there.
Malditos Yankees.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, it's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. They fought Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons.
Pero ¿por qué no?
Freeman, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like
demasiado protección.
Whoosh, and off he goes.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
A la mierda, todo se fue a la mierda.
Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move.
¿A quién? ¿A quién?
You get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field
A la masacre en Texas.
and only one play to score. And following the touchdown,
Al masacro en Texas.
to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well.
Mowgli.
Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coaching statement around once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second.
No griten los dos al mismo tiempo.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Gets it off.
No, soy un gilipollas,
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense.
No está Dreyfus.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the center to Vita.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
¡Qué rayos!
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We go home.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive. We need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Ryan on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play.
Muy barato.
Well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Freeman again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, Knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now running right through it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1
La puedes meter en el
situation.
orto.
On 3rd down, it's Moss. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
Puede ser la base para tu play.
Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick.
Soy la polla, soy la polla, soy la polla.
What you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
¿Por qué? Porque es marica.
Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. Devontae Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On third down, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Déjale hablar mi novio.
Is on for the point after.
Sandro, vuelve, por favor. También es mi hijo.
Terrible.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Yo cuando encuentre al hijo de puta que le pareció buena idea matar a Joel con un palo de golf. Men, la manera menos digna de morir. A ver, pudo haber peores, pero con un palo de golf, no sé, yo lo hubiera matado en una explosión salvando a él y... o peleando hasta la muerte y que lo muerdan y este se suicidara, pero de una manera bien épica, luchando contra todos. Y ya cuando terminaron de matar a casi todos, este se da un tiro en la cabeza pero muere con uno.
Ahora el hermano de Llorel.
No, Joel, el de The Last of Us.
And that was the message to the team. Just something to build on. Just something to build on. Get it done, and maybe we can look
Sandro, ya te invité, únete.
Estoy jugando. Madre.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line.
No puedo.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
No puedo.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there.
No puedo.
Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones.
No puedo.
Julio Jones. His third touchdown now.
A la bestia.
And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts.
And oh, it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué tiene?
Deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it?
Sally, good one.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Gordo War. Que después de venderles 4 juegos seguidos a los fans de la saga de Souls. ¡Wow! ¡Es épico!
Qué horrible.
Literalmente le vendes el juego, pero más difícil y te dice, es God.
Tirori.
the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really...
Yo los platiné,
En este caso es más difícil que toque el pasto antes de ellos.
Timeouts here.
yo los platiné, pero me chingué la rodilla. Ay, ya no puedo jugar.
Tackle made by the second-round pick,
Chíngate
Isaiah
esto.
Oliver. The rush defense stout on
Qué
first
mal.
down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ok,
So,
Dios.
the Cannons, it's a